What you doing? Hit me up. Yiffy received the finishing blow. The Peppers got buck teeth on top of having fangs. That's stupid cute. That makes me sick. Baby. Oh. Dun 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 dun. I hope you're freaking happy, James. I am so mad. You know why I'm mad? You know why I'm mad? Hold on, I'll show you right the heck now why I'm mad. I was in the waiting room. Quinn's about to re-debut as a VTuber. And I don't get the chance to watch it because I have a job to do. Hi everyone. This is Jen, and welcome back to more Yes. Homestuck Beyond Canon. Now, a lot of really cool features have updated this website. In fact, I did take a little bit of a look around. You might have seen, like, clicked on links and things. Sorry about that. But yeah, the website changed. It, like, screwed up my, like, shortcuts and hyperlinks where I'm like, I don't know where the site is anymore. And I had to go through it the hard way. But wow. Wow. Just wow. And there's like something here that I'm not the biggest fan of with how the site's like all put together, but some things I like. Look, it has a little hyperlink feature. That's cute. Okay, so enough rambling from me. Let's just get, straight into this. We're gonna be talking about the update that happened on March 5th, or 5th March. Suddenly we're very UK all of a sudden. Homestuck in the UK. It's English. Maybe that's something to do with today's update. Who knows? But anyway. Hi, James here. New website with a new URL, but your old bookmarks should work fine too. They did not. They did not. Update later in the month as usual, some great bonus material up on the Patreon, and as a special treat, we're releasing this month's writer's commentary to everyone. As usual, there is new unvaulted Patreon content too. Even if you are even a little interested in the writer and the artist commentary, check it out. It's very fun to do, so I hope it's fun to read. Some of the team set up a Tumblr to serve as an alternative to Twitter. If that's a little more your speed, you can find it here. It is not. I mean, as much as Twitter is in fact a hellspace, it is the hellspace that I prefer over Tumblr. So, new website, big changes, brand new content creator on the Hiku's end, and a brand new font end for you all. Font end? Means that we can do some cooler website stuff quicker and easier. For example, you'll see a little gear at the bottom corner of the comic page. Go ahead and click it. Won't spoil the surprise here, but you'll see what I mean. Let's see here. Let's just go to here. We can enable and disable the typing quirks. I'm not sure which one is which. I'm guessing this is enable. If we disable it, submit, I don't see a difference. Is there supposed to be a big difference? Let's go to Solix's page and see what happens. Solix. Ooh, no, maybe Terezi. Let's go Terezi. Okay, Terezi, typing quirk. This is a very early April Fool's Day joke. I'm not really that amused. I got really excited because I was like, wait, does this mean da-da-dun-da-dun? Da-da-dun-da-dun. The influencers page. Let's go, influencers page. Trying to get to emoji. Hold on. There we go. See, emoji. I was excited. I'm thinking If I can do this and do that. Nothing. My child is just as difficult to understand as before. Anyway, let's get back to the news. Let's see. Won't spoil it's a type of cool website functionality we'd like to start adding on a frequent basis. How frequent, you may ask? Well, with the new website, we're also testing a new channel for our user feedback. We're introducing a new website roadmap to give insight into those feature development timelines. And hey, look, you can submit ideas for new features. Technology is amazing. That's a Pokemon reference. Which is weird because James Roach does not know Pokemon, so that's fun. Not much else to report now. As usual, if you have a question or concern, I will try my best to get back to you in the usual places. Have a good one. Let's take a look at the roadmap before we get to the news again. Why can't I right-click away? Yeah, it's broken. There we go. So they got the quirk toggle, which doesn't work for me. I'm not sure if it's like because I have like cookies or something disabled, because I tend to do that, and that's why Reddit wasn't working for me. I found that out recently. But I'll try messing around with things on my off time. In progress, have game data, start over, go back in settings, links between accessible in phone and be accessible in phone view. No, wait, okay, so all these are not accessible in phone view just yet. Then they got search feature, fit sound pages into mobile screens, enable pages to be viewed without JavaScript, site theme and user preferences. Interesting. Rework bonus content index, reader mode, and screen reader accessibility. Pretty dang interesting. Now, I don't know what these are. Oh, they're different boards. Like the good old MSPA reader boards days. I'm not clicking on them because I have no idea what I'm going to see. But I like that it has typo revisions in there. Because I think I have run into typos. I'm so glad they have one of those. And a feedback section, but it looks like I'd have to sign into something, and I'm not up to that, TBH. Anyway, let's go back to the news. We got today's news now. Posted March 15th, 2024. Hi, James here. What a week, what a month, what a year. Hope this update finds you well. About time we heard from these guys. A lot of things going on this month. It was just announced that the guys over at Requiem are doing their Homestuck Cafe again this year for the 15-year anniversary. Neat. I won't be there and I don't really have much to do with it, but I'm sure that they will talk about it in the coming weeks. They're also doing a limited run of merch for the event, which is kind of cool. If you are in the Southern California area and the type of person that likes themed desserts and drinks, it could be fun. Yeah, I actually heard about this. I mean, I heard about it last year. All my websites are getting mixed up. I'm sorry. This happens all the time. It wasn't Discord. It wasn't Twitter. I believe, of all things, I think it was DeviantArt. Someone asked if I was going to go to SoCal for, the Homestuck Cafe. And I was like, no. And they're like, why? And I'm like, 'cause it's in Southern California and I'm living in Central Texas, land of the consistent heat waves, until it decides to freeze over every once in a while. So, yeah, it's not happening again this year. I'm not going to do it again. Woo! Not that I'm sure that it's going to be, I'm sure it's a fun event. I'm really glad that there is a Homestuck Cafe. I'm glad Requiem is willing to do this sort of stuff, so can't really say anything bad about that in the slightest. Anyway, continuing. What else? Over on Patreon, we ran a poll. If you're a member and haven't seen it, it looks like people generally want to stagger releases of Patreon paid content so that it's not all dumped at the beginning of the month. A lot of these little projects are waiting to finalize things, like one guy, so hopefully I will have more exciting news for you soon. I promised a little transparency. No, let's see. Hold on. Okay. I promised a little transparency even when it was mundane, so here's some updates of where we're at. As a team, we've been looking at merch, and we had an opportunity to do a few shirts as a sort of trial run with a manufacturer and a supplier to see if we're worth it. but I kind of want to make something a little more interesting than, let's say, an illustration on a Hanes beefy tee. You know what I mean? Not even a long sleeve? Come on, man. Shumi has been reaching out to musicians about this vinyl, but if we can't get a hold of the last two guys, we might as well go ahead without them, which would suck. I'll try reaching out through some other avenues as well. That's the issue, man, when you have, like, fandom that's kind of been, like, left to kind of sit and, like, stew for so long. You kind of lose contact with people. The artists and musicians could have changed their names, their online personas completely, and it's just creepy to go searching like crazily for people that don't want to be found again, if you understand my meaning. Anyway, let's continue on. The new website's got some stuff in the works, but we'll be halting some of that to focus on a few key updates that are coming up that will require a little bit more on the technical side. In the meantime, keep those suggestions and typo fixes coming. As a team, we're planning to do something small and fun for the anniversary, so stay tuned for more about that next month. Is that sarcasm? Something small and fun for the anniversary, huh? 4/13 is next month. Let's go. Less than a month away. It's gonna be great. Okay, now let's get to the part where I'm not a big fan of this website. To the log. You see? I already showed this like earlier when I was like, you know, reading like the news and going through all that. It doesn't show any of the new pages. I was the original like MSPA website also like this, where they didn't show the recent update pages until, I don't know, a couple days after. Keep in mind, I'm really, odd as it may seem, let me get close to you. Odd as it may seem, audience, friends, countrymen, I'm relatively new to the Homestuck scene. Sort of. Like, I've been making content for this, but I joined, like, the whole Homestuck thing, like, right at the tail end, like, in the last year of Homestuck being updated. So they might have changed the website around. I might be forgetting things because my memory is becoming more and more like a goldfish. I can't remember things that people have said to me on any of the sites that I've been on these days, and I have to think really hard. Like, I forget if I was like, goodness gracious. Like, it's been years since I answered that freaking... Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get into this update. I guess they're doing it this way so that there's no spoilers, which I understand. But, okay, so I'm okay with there not being any spoilers. The only thing I'm worried about is that I would really like to know when a sound page is being available, when a sound page is up. Hopefully they put that up on Twitter, where they're basically like, oh, well, we got the update, and one of them's a sound page, and I'll be like, okay, bet, thank you. Anyway, let's just continue into this. I like the little loading screen that it did, though, with the, yeah. Now, we had it over here, and we're gonna click on this. I already, like, saw the first page because I was confused why I wasn't seeing things. So I went on Twitter and clicked the link. So I do know the first image. But first, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I have to make an apology. Let me just... I don't have a ukulele for you, but there was a mistake that I made last month, and I'm making it known to the public. I had said, when I was trying to, like, get into my Kanaya Merriam voice, where I said that I was going to try to channel, like, the 9th Doctor, and that every planet has a north. And I'm like, after I had edited it and sent it out and everything, I was like, wait. That was a 9th Doctor quote. Tenant, I said channel the 10th Doctor, didn't I? I said channel the 10th Doctor. And I'm like, David Tennant isn't even English, he's Scottish. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was a big oops on my behalf. You can't blame me. I'm literally watching through all the Doctor Who episodes. Well, the 9th and the 10th for the first time, like all of them. So it's kind of getting all mixed up. Like I said, I'm slowly losing my mind. I'm not sure what's causing it. Maybe it's all the doctor appointments I'm going to. If I get any more blood drawn out of me, I could start my own bank. Anyway, look at that. They're just flying through space, heading towards a rather red... I think it's a red sun of some kind. Kanaya is covered in... Oh, did Calliope, like, hit the snooze button? Because that's the, like, knockout fairy dust, right? So Kanaya's, like, out. And it looks like she was, like, sewing something. Something Rose related. So, obviously. What else would it be? Arms. Arms. Who are these? Oh, that's it's one person. Hey, Roxy. Okay. It's been a while since I did a Roxy voice. Holy crap. Okay. It's just my voice. What am I doing? Sweet dreams, Naya. Noise. Okay, so Roxy freaking knocked her out. So that Kanaya could get an actual good night's sleep for once. What was that? Noise. Jade's just living her life. She's wearing a new outfit. It looks cute. It's like, this is like very cosplay friendly. Very cosplay friendly. Oh, it's just Jade blowing on that little flute. Hopping and popping up a storm on that bad boy, getting real rowdy. And all that noise had me thinking Rowdy Russet had come back from the dead. Rowdy Russet? Caliborn? Only to be tragically eaten by a hungry chess guy all over again. Rowdy Russet. Hungry chess guy all over again. I'm confused. I'm losing my mind. Roxy! Contrary to what his name would have you believe, Rowdy Russet was one of my sweater cats, by the way. Oh. Thank you for letting me know that? Aw. Oh, it's pajamas! Okay. Interesting design. It's cherub themed. It's cherub themed pajamas, because that's the cheek. That's the cheek mark, and those are teeth. I'm using my mouse to try to show things. That's really dumb of me, because I have my mouse hidden. Oops, did the noise wake you? I'm about a decade rusty at sucking with this thing. I'd play an instrument I actually know, but it seems the orchids have too refined taste for the bass. So picky. Nah, I was already up making my rounds. Got my new PJs, and I'm gonna make them known like Traveling Circus showing off their newest bearded lady. I do like your PJs. Thank you. They're the hottest couture on the market, fresh from the mind of the Schoonerville's very own Hikikomori. Hikikomori, but it's Hikikomarium. That's not her name. That's not her official name. You cannot call the meat version of Kanaya the Hikikomarium. That's so wrong. I noticed you and Dave Cat have been getting a lot of clothes from her recently. Yeah, aside from getting those guys to wear something other than the same stank PJs every day. It's also just good to keep her busy with something other than brooding in quiet contemplation all hours of the non-day. Anywho, what are you cooking up in here, Harl? I'm growing orchids into the trunk of this tree. They just grow hanging off the branch like that? Yeah, orchids are a type of plant called... Oh no. What's that word? Epiphytes. Oh no, here we go. I have the power.
Epiphytes.
Epiphytes. Epiphytes.
Epiphytes.
Okay, gotcha. Orchids are a type of plant called epiphytes, meaning that they can survive off the backs of other plants instead of in the dirt. The roots attach themselves to the tree, and after some aggressive loving and watering, eventually they can grow on the tree all by themselves. Oh, so they're like mistletoe. Well, actually, mistletoe is parasitic. They suck the water and nutrients straight out of the trees they grow on. Yep, that's true. We have mistletoe growing on the trees here in Texas. And supposedly, some people, if they're feeling like it, they'll get their guns and they'll shoot the mistletoe right off the tree. Naturally, I live, like, not in the middle of, not exactly in the middle of nowhere, so people don't actually shoot them off the trees around here. But it's a thing that supposedly happens. Orchids don't do that at all. They just use the tree like an anchor to get their sweet spot so they can grow from an orchid. No, so they can grow. For an orchid to kill a tree, it had to be huge. Like huge enough to block out all the sunlight and keep it for itself. Every time I read something like that, for an orchid to kill a tree, it'd have to be something huge. My brain just automatically goes to, is this foreshadowing? Neat. Oh no! Gonna knock you out! So, what's the plant you got in this corner over there? I'm glad you asked. Oh, that reminds me. James Roach did mention that there's gonna be some, you know, flashing images, so epilepsy warners. Just a warning for you epilepsy folks. That is what you got. You're knocked the F out. That's a nice opening, though. Did it just do the gifs stop? No, okay. We're out and out of space. Whoa. Hey, Kanaya. Oh, wow. The space players are spacing together. Look at that. Oh. I don't like the look of this. Oh, and Calliope's got Roxy PJs. This is the first time we've actually seen Meet Calliope, isn't it? Not just like the little small snippets that we've seen, but wow. Wow. And she's got little troll slippers. Where's the green door go? Roxy, Calliope, and is that Kanaya? Calliope, Roxy, and is that Jade? Look at them in space. Roxy? Yo. Where are we? This is a special dream bubble Callie set up. Callie can set up dream bubbles now? She can set up dream bubbles? How? Let me just read and see if we can find out. I don't even remember falling asleep. Yeah, I used Callie's special magic sleep dust on ya. Sorry for conking y'all out, but Callie said we had to do this tonight. I thought the dream bubbles had been destroyed. Oh no, Calliope. Okay, it's a high-pitched, like, really sort of English. Like, almost Kanaya English, but not. Okay. Okay. I thought so too! The origin of these new bubbles is unclear, though it seems like this might actually be emanating outwards from our destination, but I must admit I'm happy to see them back. I thought... so she didn't make the dream bubbles, she just discovered it and was like, hey, let's make them the prime hangout spot. Into the fourth wall we go. Ladies. Whatever Calliope identifies as in this. No, she identifies as a girl in this one. So yeah, okay. I forget. What world we're in. That face looks too much like her brother. Look at that. Wow, I must say, that this vast expanse of nothingness was well worth the minute inconvenience of being magicked to an untimely slumber via a substance that I'm still not altogether sure isn't actively harmful to biological life. Ahem. Turn around. That's not even an English accent, I'm sorry. Whoa, it's breaking from it's the house! It's the house seen from an angle! Hi! Oh, what? That's not just a house. That's longer. This is a tower. Of just houses stacked on houses. Look at it go. Who's this? Who's this? What a daring dream. Whoa! Intense, right? So what exactly are we looking at here? Our cosmic canonical correspondent. You could call it a visual representation of our everything. Forgive my ignorance, but I recall our universe looking more, amphibian. This looks vaguely closer to the door that we took to claim the ultimate reward, albeit more effed. This is true, but this diorama exemplifies something far grander than... I can't do Calliope voice. Okay. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Leviosa. This is true, but this diorama exemplifies something far grander than any single universe. I think it wasn't all crazy like this last time. The last time. You've been here before. Yeah, it was like 1,000,000 years ago by now, but I came out here once on my way out of a dream looking for my boo thing. And it was more or less just a regular looking block house back then. I believe its current appearance is due to the work of outside influence. Run, fanbase! Run away! They're aware! The fourth wall! It's so... You're saying he did this? He did this. I'm not entirely sure, but yes, that is my current working theory. I brought you here together so we can discuss what is to be done about this. Is there a reason you neglected to add Carcat and Dave to this Socratic slumber seminar? Well, the knights will no doubt prove invaluable in the impending conflict. When it comes to these, finer points of discussion, their chins do tend to wag. What? Love them to death, but they can't shut the hell up. In so many words, our true goal with this endeavor has been rather vague these last few years, and as our time on the ship begins to draw to a close, I believe we should start a serious dialogue about what we plan on doing once we touch ground. I love seeing you boss up. I understand that, but couldn't we just talk normally without all this chloroform? Without all this chloroform ninja crap? It was a bit much. I apologize for my draconian methods, but I needed to be sure our discussion could be held free from the prying eyes of outsiders. Yeah, this cuts... yeah, because this is about us, our family, our future. What is there to discuss? I thought my plan was well understood. Okay, sheesh, well, that's hella cool and vengeful, but like, dang, shorty, okay, maybe there's other options than just going in, slicing his stuff to smithereens. And also, like, could you even? I'd very much like to try. Let's maybe try something a less screwed up first. I'm not sure if you're aware, Roxy, but we are more or less the foremost experts when it comes to being quote-unquote effed up. Anyway, he started it. Nothing remains but to finish it. Yikes! Why don't we all cool off for a second? I wanted to ask Calliope something. Who did you mean by outsiders? Well, yes, I began prepping my dreamily magics as soon as you were released from her hold. We need to do this before she comes back. What? Her? Before she... Oh! Calliope! Oh yeah, there's the flashy page that they're talking about. Before she comes back, it seems this consolatory quartet doesn't quite understand. Whoa! That's a dang cool Calliope, dead tier Calliope picture. Yes. I never left. She's always been here. Instead of she's always been here, she never left. Gah! Callie, chillax. How did she sneak up behind us like that while she's glowing like a Christmas tree? I do not sneak. I was always behind before, alongside you. I am always alongside behind before you. I simply made my presence known before you. What are you doing here? To make a correction to my counterpart's assertion. You believe the current appearance of the home is due to the actions of the prince. That is a half-truth. The root of the issue is far deeper than that. Oh. Though the prince's actions have exacerbated the damage, they are not its original origin point. It's due to the beliefs and desires of those far beyond even my grasp. It is all that we were, and its current form is representative of what those outsiders think we are/should be. This home, in its current form, has become abominable. IDK, it looks kind of cool. It is not cool. It is an eyesore, and worse, its purpose has become Okay. Its purpose has become obfuscated. Form plagued with the ever-expanding amalgamation of wings and rooms and atriums and winding exhibition halls. All uncurated, thoughtlessly tacked on to accommodate garish, self-indulgent new installations. And stairs. It keeps happening, huh? Yes, it keeps happening. Har, har, har. Lol. Water break. Although I doubt it can be restored to its original state, the growth can be curbed. With or without your assistance, these antics can be brought to a satisfying and hopefully timely conclusion. The prince thwarted, the renovations finished, and the rest of the recalcitrant furniture bolted neatly back into place. Are you calling us effing furniture? Who's the couch? Shut up. Sorry. No, sorry. Calliope? No, not you, the dead one, the alternate Calliope. We gotta come up with a different name. It's Dead Tier Calliope. How about Bossy Dead Bish? Oh, snizzap. You can call me Al. Al? That's so silly. I'm gonna find... Oh, where's that reference? I gotta get that picture. Aw, that's almost cute. Is this cryptic expository... Is this cryptic expositing truly necessary? Al? Actually, no, I'm not calling you that. For you, no. But there are other invested parties. Were you about to engage in a rather important... No, we were about to engage in a rather important discussion. Okay, the blind... It really hurts my eyes. Yes, you were. However, to make it simpler for you, I'll tell you this. Ultimately, what you plan here has very little bearing on what you will do. We will arrive on Deltritus, and I will move this story to its conclusion without further complications. Little else matters. What the hell is what is that? Domestroistus. And why should we believe any of that? It is my duty to tell the truth to those I protect. Well, I think we're all better off without your protection. You can choose to believe that, but my duty grants me authority that surpasses the need for your consent. I'm sure he thinks the same way. Dirk? Meeting adjourned. Snap. And they're awake. Now, does it show up in the log now that I've finished it? Now it did. How does that work? Did they just update the website, or did it actually unlock as I go along? These are things I should have like looked into. This is wow. Okay, so let's talk a little bit here before we wrap things up with my usual brain rot self. But yeah, goodness gracious me. Interesting update, interesting new site, interesting features that I don't know work. I'm so lucky I was able to be here for this. I had like a meeting that could have been an email and they like changed my schedule accordingly. So that's why I'm able to hopefully I'm able to get this out. Like, oh man, it'd be so nice if I could finish editing this like before midnight tonight. That would be amazing, dog. Oh my gosh. But interesting. I was half hoping, part of me like dreamed, like deep down in my soul, I wanted to see Caliborn come back. But I guess we're never going to see Caliborn again. Interesting how like what Calliope thinks of the fan base. She's basically like, they were trying to build onto it and they were making a horrible mess of things. Screw them. Screw their headcanons. Screw their storylines. But we know that Calliope's just being a jerk. Because we know that the like actual staff do actually care and they think our stuff is like interesting and fun. Not that my like fan fiction ever like made any traction, but that's okay. I just needed to get, that was just something I just needed to like make, man. Speaking of which, I need to get like more, I mean, it's right above my head. Oh gosh, there's like freaking files that I need to get from like a hard drive. Because freaking 413's coming around. You don't think I have something planned? That's right, sucker. Fridge Stuck is coming back for, I guess, 2 months in a row. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it like directly into like the next month or if I'm gonna wait until like Carcat Day. Is it 6/12? Yeah, 6/12. That, see, I can't remember my Homestuck holidays either. I think my VTuber Brainrot just like, you know, ruined me. But anyway, but people on my Patreon already know that I have 413 planned out. They don't know what it is just yet, but they've known about like my plans for like 2 months now. So it should be up on the public though. There's like people that like follow my page but don't like give me money, but that is completely okay. I'd be a hypocrite if that was like the case. If I was like opposite of that. If I was like, you don't give me money, you don't follow my Patreon. No. I'm not gonna be that way. Forget that. Okay, so with that like completely over with, you want to listen to some brain rot? I feel like I'm turning into like freaking Mr. Underhill, but like I'm like too small and I'm still a Homestuck channel. Oh gosh, oh my gosh. I'm still freaking mad that I missed Quinn's freaking premiere. I guess I'll watch it at like 2 times speed tomorrow morning. Oh man, but he's back. That's crazy. He's back. That's so wonderful. And last month, like the whole thing with Niji Sanji, which has just gotten worse, by the way, it's just gotten so much worse. It gets, you know, things have gone bad when Moist Critical and Asmongold make videos on it, and then a freaking lawyer, in fact, gets involved. And the stocks are dropping. I feel so bad for Niji Sanji staff members who have zero control over the situation. It's like the livers. I feel really bad for the livers. Like, holy crud. Oh, man. But I'm like seeing like a bunch of like Twitter pics, because like apparently like all of like the Holostars EN groups, like Armis and the original group Tempest, they're all in freaking Japan right now, probably for the festival that's coming up this weekend. I don't know what they plan on doing, but they're there. And I'm seeing, like, I'm following, Professor Lando, and I'm like, oh, wow. I'm learning the forbidden information, like, right in front of my eyes. Oh my gosh. I wish Randon was there with them. Oh well. Not all, I guess that can't be helped. But goodness gracious, last month, freaking Shiny Spicy got their freaking 3D models. Let's go, Axel and Altair. Two of the most, like, musically gifted people in Tempest, in Hollow, like, Stars EN. Like, holy crud. Oh, that reminds me, freaking Callie, Calliope Mori, she's doing the outro for, like, the new Suicide Squad, like, anime that's coming out. That's gonna be interesting. I haven't been really keeping up with anything DC or Marvel lately. Comic book movies seem to have just kind of fallen, like, off in, like, the past couple of years. But, wow. Also, I'm, like, laughing because, like, freaking, let me get that, like, image up. I'll put it up on the screen in editing. Yeah, you see this? You see this? Right here, the thing I'm waving in your face? Freaking James Roach is following Crimson Ruze on Twitter. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I'm like, if anything, because I'm like, if Zeppedy's storyline is anything to go by, James Roach is a freaking K-pop stan. And of course, the K-pop stan would jump right head on in to, like, Hollow Stars content. Oh my gosh. Oh man, can you imagine Crimson Ruze just, like, suddenly appearing in something Homestuck related? Oh man, no, wait. James, if you're listening to this, please. Freaking ask him to collab. Offer to write a song for him. He will lose his marbles. He's a good singer. He's a good singer. If you haven't heard Bloodhounds, like, Bloodhounds get into your town, is good. Let's see, what else? Ooh, okay, one last thing. Okay, I know some people don't follow me on Twitter. That is completely understandable. You do you, boo. But, okay, I kind of let my, like, fangirl flag, like, fly a couple days ago from, like, this recording. Where I basically was gushing over Fulgur Ovid's new model. He's looking older now, and I like it. I like what I'm seeing. Makes me happy, and he's such a goober. But he has, like, sad backstory. Long, like, silvery gray hair, facial hair. Oh, the sad backstory. Makes me feel worse. Oh, man. Gosh. But I kind of regret making that Twitter post, but I gotta keep it up. Mainly because, like, someone freaking bookmarked it. I don't know who you are. I have an idea of who it might be. And that just makes me more embarrassed. I'll let you guys know right now. Fulgur tends to look like, not ego scrolled. That's not what it is. He just likes to look up, like, fan stuff often. That's, like, something he does on his live streams. He looks at the fan art tags, all that stuff often. And I guess he was looking through stuff. He might have been the one to bookmark it. I do not know. Because if that was the case, I guess I'm in the sheep pile now. Should I actually join the sheep pile Discord server? That'd be hilarious. Pretty sure no one in the... Well, no, there might be some Comfydants who might be Homestuck fans. So, you never know. But man, Fulgur might be part tea kettle, but he aged like a fine wine, my friends. He did. Don't send this clip to Uki. I'll wake up one night, see this, like, silly little purple hair, like, poking over the side, looming over my bed, knife in hand, and he'll be like, you flirting with my man? And I'll be so sleep deprived, I'll probably say something toxic like, don't you have like 49 other men? And then he'll stab me, and that'll be the end of my life. Not just the channel, my entire life. Uki Violetta already hates straight white people. It only could get worse if I went for his man. Anyway, enough rambling from me. I need to get this edited. Holy crap. What an update. And wow, just a really great one. And I hope I will see you guys all next time when it's 413, because I have a sneaking suspicion that this is going to update on 413. There's just no way. Or maybe it won't. James Roach has like been like, you know, against the normal Homestuck holiday thing. Like he skipped over 11/11. I don't know how you do that. That's like one of the, I don't remember all the Homestuck holidays, but I remember 11/11 just enough. Anyway, rambling aside, you guys have a good night, stay safe, drink water, and remember the best way to support your Niji Sanji Oshi is to support them through Streamlabs. And you have a good night. Bye!
Hey there. Consider becoming a patron, just like the phenomenal Alexandra Modelan and Dash.